Hi everyone, Angry Foreigner here. But what kind of a foreigner am I? That's a question that a lot of people have tried answering for me over the years. I've been doing this for 7 years now, and I've seen some stuff in my time, man. I'm like a hardened Max Payne just from reading the comment section, okay? I've seen it all. Every single thing you could possibly say about me, I have seen typed out in the comment section, okay? So I'm used to stuff by now. But the one thing I can never get over, the one thing that keeps standing out to me, apart from that one guy that's always talking about how he wants to blow and rim me, there's been like three comments in a row. That guy is dedicated. Apart from that guy, it's the many people going like, I thought you were Swedish. There's a tier here, right? Because I look kind of Aryan for a Bosnian, Muslim, heritage boy. So there's like a tier here. Number one is people assuming that I'm Swedish because I'm white and I have blue eyes. And they clearly lack knowledge of the world enough to know that not only Swedish people have white skin and blue eyes. So the first one is Swedish, and then it's Serbian, which to me, Serb just synonymous with rape. That's all they did to my country. That's all they did to my people. Not really my favorite thing to be misethnified with, but it's kind of hard to ignore the fact that we all do look alike. Talk about the weirdest race war ever. You have Catholics, Orthodox Christians, and Muslims who all look the same, acting like one is more unpure than the other. Very confusing stuff. No point in getting into it. And the third is nothing. It just ends there. It's either you're Swedish or you're Serbian. I'm not either. But recently, during one of my latest live streams, there was a comment section conversation that really fascinated me. Basically, you have people arguing about how Germanic I am. As if it's a Medal of Honor. Angry Foreigner doesn't look Bosnian at all. How many Bosnians have you seen? Because, here's just a picture of some Bosnian people right here. And, they don't look African to me. He is a mixture of Germanic and Slavic genes. It's more like Germans are a mixture of Slavic and Khazar genes. Heyo! I don't know what that means, but it's probably gonna cause a civil war in the comment section. Oh, you smarty pants. I am from Bulgaria, blonde with blue eyes. Please teach me my genes. Yeah, this whole conversation reminds me of a little something called, I like to call it small nation syndrome. I don't know if you've seen what the Balkan memes on the internet look like, but here's a sample for you.
Yes. But I am more white than you. You look gypsy. I am blonde hair. Blonde hair I have. You gypsy.
That means that someone fucked your mother that is Turkish, but your father is not. Oh. Your mother is a whore and she got fucked from someone. You are weak sperm. You are weak sperm. You are weak sperm. This is the strong sperm. This is the Greek god. Okay, Greek god. Big god. Okay, Greek god.
If you have Greek god, you would have win, but you lose.
Lose where? Lose where?
You lose. Why is Hagia Sophia this? Not.
Wrong. You're wrong. Angry Foreigner did a DNA test video years ago, and he's not Germanic at all. Well, according to the video, he's a mixture of 62% Eastern European and 27% Central and Western European. It's exactly what I said. He's lucky he doesn't look Bosnian at all. Uh-huh. Are you Serbian by any chance? Is that where all this is coming from? I mean, it's not very nice to say that about Bosnian people. I don't know what kind of Bosnians you've seen, but if you can't handle them at their worst, you sure don't deserve them at their best. I just find it a bit weird, given that the logic doesn't really add up. As the commenter that he argued with pointed out, I would in that case only be 27% Germanic, mostly Eastern European, and the rest is a little bit of Arab and a little bit of Jew. Emphasizing the 27% of German in my genes Feels like you're grasping for straws. Now, especially if you're going to make the argument that the Germanic people are the most superior people. This is kind of why I wanted to make the video, because there is a large ignorance taking place, mainly perpetuated by liberals and the college establishment, about white culture. You see, it's not one thing. Throughout human history, the history of Europe, the history of the white race, white people have mainly been fighting against each other rather than outside anything else. It was the Swedish Vikings that enslaved Slavic people and sold them as sex slaves to the Middle East, thus enabling the white slave trade that many people have not even heard about. French people fight with Germans, who fight with Polish people, who fight with Russian people, who fight with everyone, who fight with... You get the picture. There's been many conflicts between white ethnicities, making it clear that there are large cultural differences and even genetic differences between white people. There is already diversity and multiculturalism in an all-white Western world. What this ultimately means is that judging people based on skin color is very foolish. You have no idea what ethnic composition they have. Italians can be quite olive, but it sure doesn't mean that they're Arab. And treating the two as the same would be really weird. Like, weirdly dumb. Like, insisting on being as dumb as possible dumb. And trying to look this up online certainly doesn't make you any smarter, because here's what comes up when I try to look up the difference between Slavic people and Germanic people. I get a history buff with no clue on history saying, genetically speaking, there's virtually no such thing as a singular Germanic people. And to claim so would be ignorant pseudoscience. You want to tell me there's no such thing as a Slavic people or a Bosnian people? Oops, all of a sudden the colorblind liberal sounds like an ethno-socialist Serb ready to set up rape camps again. I find it kind of creepy, but also maybe hopeful, that liberal chat GPT gives me better answers than liberal college students. Is AI gonna replace all those liberal annoying relativists that want to claim that nothing exists because everything can be discussed forever? Here's an answer I got from Google AI telling me the phenotype of Germanic and Slavic people can vary greatly, but there are some general differences. Germanic people tend to have a taller and more muscular build, with a fair complexion and light hair and eyes. They also tend to have more angular facial structure. Slavic people tend to have a slightly shorter and stockier build, with a darker complexion and darker hair and eyes. They also tend to have a more round facial structure. It's important to note that these are generalizations, and there's a lot of variation within both groups. So going off of how blue someone's eyes are and how white they are probably isn't a good idea how to decide who's Swedish or Aryan or even Western European, honestly. If you want to understand the difference between Germanic and Slavic, you really just have to look at this guy. This is the German archetype. Cooling gang, let's go rock out, man, yeah. Look at this guy. You think I look like this guy? You think I look like Dolph Lundgren's cousin? No, I don't. This is a Germanic man, right here. And I love it. But it's not me, okay? You guys stick to your Eurovision Schlager and your fancy Bolero and your Falco, and it's all gonna be good, you know? We like the German culture distinction here. Slavic people don't have guys like this. But then again, maybe they have something weirder. Now, if we want to look at a very typical looking Slavic man, let's just look no further than a picture of young Putin. Really, what defines the Slavic face is a resting kind of unamusement, making it clear that this is not a man whose patience you want to test. You want to make it quick, you want to make it snappy, and he will not be impressed by you because he has seen so much mass murder in his life that nothing really phases him anymore. The eyes have a seriousness to them, and the chin, the facial features, tend to be a bit sharper, bone-looking, so to speak. If you want to compare the difference between a Germanic person and a Slavic person, Well, the Slavic person looks like they have been carved out of a rock, while the Germanic person looks like they've been carved out of a potato. Slavic people have a similar kind of mountain face that natives have, except natives have far more of a Chad jaw structure. And this is because they use mastic gum, okay? And I'm not kidding. They have been chewing tree sap for hundreds of years, building out that defined jaw structure that you can also see in a German. And this right here is where I very appropriately insert a commercial ad with the sponsor of this video explaining how you too can build a Chad jaw. Jotunheim Nutrition has all your workout needs, approved by the Nordic gods themselves. This company is run by an authentic Swedish Viking and proponent of Nordic bioculture. All products are inspired by Nordic mythology, ethically sourced, environmentally friendly, and your #1 option if you plan on becoming a Viking yourself. With a highly efficient protein powder in marvelous flavors ranging from pear to cookies and cream. Not to mention the werewolf workout powder that's gotten many good product reviews. Just look around the website and take it from the customers themselves. But my personal favorite has got to be the organic gum. Have you noticed how hard it is to find gum that doesn't contain cancerous garbage? Well, Mastix is free of nasty chemicals and has been used since ancient Greece to combat incel jawlines with chewing resistance that empowers your jaw structure and provides fresher breath. Proven to be good for your teeth. Check the link in the video description and start working out like a Viking today. Global shipping is available. So I guess the point of this video is that the internet is full of stupid conversations, and I'm a Slavic guy. Pretty typical Bosnian guy, Bosniak. I'm not a Muslim by faith, but I belong to this ethnic group. Proudly so, and I find it kind of creepy when someone wants to speak poorly of my ethnicity or like when they take the angle that like, oh, you don't look foreign at all. You look Swedish. You must be all right. You must be one of us. You must be not like the rest of your... Really? Sorry, that's not how you make it attractive for me to want to assimilate. I mean, really, you're just going to be making me wondering, like, what the fuck am I trying to assimilate into? I'm not looking to join the Borg. I thought this was a diverse society. Not in a meme definition, for that matter. What is even going on here? Who am I? Where do I belong? Not with you, that's for sure.
Ecstasy, reaching for reality. Love comes and speaks upon